Hello and welcome back to Newsmin. It's the 23rd of May 2013 and right now it's time for a quick general gaming news update. In this episode we're mostly just having a look at the new Xbox and its big reveal that happened just a day or two ago, but there's some Guild Wars 2 Last Stand at Southsun news as well, the mention of Dawngate and Wildstar beta events happening this very weekend, a Shadow Warrior Reboot coming to next gen consoles and PC and much more, starting with the Xbox. Microsoft and the guys on the Xbox team have finally revealed the next generation of Xbox and all-in-one home entertainment system, the Xbox One. They focused primarily on stuff I felt would have been better off left as cool extras. You know, for people to discover or find for themselves when testing the console or finally picking it up. Like voice commands and gestures, how easy multitasking and watching TV is. Little to no focus was on gaming for the first 20 plus minutes of the show, and I guess it just ended up being a bit boring for me to watch. Anyway, they explained the Xbox One to be made up of three important parts: the actual console and controller, the Kinect 2, and Smart Glass. Of all things. The controller is much the same as the Xbox 360 controller, but hey, there was nothing wrong with that one, so why change it? It does also obviously look pretty cool, as you can see for yourself. The system will run an 8-core CPU with 8 gigs of DDR5 RAM, a Blu-ray drive, USB 3.0, 500 gigs of hard drive space, and it will have to check for connectivity at least every 24 hours, meaning you won't be able to play games offline if you leave that window. The Xbox One will also not be backward compatible with Xbox 360 discs or Xbox Live Arcade purchases, and if you want to play used games, you'll be forced to pay an activation fee. I'm not entirely sure how that part works, but we were told that games now tie to your account, much like they do on Steam. The Kinect 2 has seen some huge improvements and will even be able to read your heartbeat. It'll allow you to use gestures and voice commands to do things, play things, launch things, and even turn the console on while it's off. Or sleeping. Or whatever it does when you're not using it. You know, like in the movies. There's a snap mode for multitasking, there were many improvements to Xbox Live Arcade, and after all of this, a couple of games were shown off too, but it seems like a lot of the big developers are apparently saving themselves for E3 in June. On the game side of things, we saw a whole lot of sports stuff that I've already put from my mind. The first proper Call of Duty Ghosts trailer, which tells us the game will focus on improved storytelling, will run on a brand new engine, and will feature a dog. Which is probably the best and worst part of the game. The best because, well, it's a dog and it looks great, and the worst because the chances are they'd have to kill it off for emotional effect at some point, and there's no way I'd put myself through that. So no thanks to Call of Duty Ghosts. Other than that, we were promised that the Xbox One's first 12 months would see 15 exclusive games, 8 of which would be original franchises. We saw a teaser of Quantum Break from Remedy, the creators of Alan Wake and Max Payne, and we saw Forza 5. Below you can find a full list of the already confirmed Xbox One titles. None of these were shown off at the show or on the stream. The admittedly sweet cherry on top of this all-in-one home entertainment, movies, and sports-coated cake is that Steven Spielberg himself will collaborate with 343 Studios on an exclusive live-action Halo series to be brought to Xbox One. That's kind of cool, I guess. I mean, the Halo Forward Unto Dawn series was pretty great, so if it's anything like that, then I'm all for it. After seeing all of this, I will say that my first impressions of the Xbox One aren't that great, and I suppose first impressions are important. Too much focus on TV, movies, and forms of entertainment that aren't games. And that said, I am currently still more excited about the PlayStation 4 and everything that's been shown off for that. But come E3, that might change, who knows? I am obviously also skeptical about all these cool new media and entertainment features because the chances are most of them won't work for anyone outside of the US. And don't even get me started on the Kinect voice recognition, that has never worked for me. I'd love to hear what you guys think about what we've seen and been told thus far, so feel free to let me know below. While down there you can also check out a whole bunch of articles relating to everything Xbox One. There's a lot of it. Next up, in a few extras before the smalls, the culprit behind the recent wildlife attacks on Southsun Cove in Guild Wars 2 has been revealed. The Sylvari renegade named Canuck, and in the next content update set to hit the game on the 28th of May, we're gonna hunt the bugger down. The content update will bring with it a new dungeon featuring both story and explorable modes, a massive final onslaught of rampaging wildlife, a new and improved World vs. World XP system, and more rewards and abilities in World vs. World like infusions and ascended gear, new Southsun Cove rewards, and much more. I'd say that's not bad for the second content update of the month. Read more below and enjoy. Now in some other just as interesting news, we're being told that there'll be beta testing happening this very weekend for 2 games that I am personally quite keen to check out myself. Both the new MOBA announced by EA and Waystone Games, Dawngate, and Wildstar Online. I'm not sure how many will get into the beta tests, but apparently the invites are already rolling out, so check those inboxes if you signed up. Added to that, there's also an extremely interesting and entertaining Wildstar DevSpeak video up about the 4 paths in the game. Finally, and last up before the smalls, a Shadow Warrior remake has been announced for PC and next-gen consoles. All we've seen thus far is a terrifying teaser trailer and a couple of screenshots, and we've been told that the game will be out in 2013, which is great. I'm just hoping this one will be as silly as the original, and I think I'm hoping that in vain, and that the legendary Lo Wang will be involved in some way, shape, or form. Check the teaser out right here on YouTube. With that done, let's have a look at the smalls. The PS4 has been teased and we're set to see it for the first time at E3. 6 more games have been greenlit on Steam. Steam has added trade-in cards and experience to its profile system. You can now pre-order Nvidia's Project Shield. EVE Mobile is coming soon. EVE Online Odyssey is adding a hacking minigame. Rift is going free to play in June. Guild Wars 2 is now $10 cheaper. Metro Last Light's upcoming DLC and Season Pass has been detailed. Mortal Kombat has been announced for the PC. Gran Turismo 6 is a thing. City Interactive have announced a next-gen RPG titled Lords of the Fallen. An Adventure Time game has been announced. Read all about Team Fortress 2's latest update, Robotic Boogaloo. There's some new Wolfenstein New Order information to read about and screenshots to check out. A few new Last of Us previews and screenshots can also be found below. World of Warcraft's patch 5.3, Escalation, is now live. A Final Fantasy VIII HD remake is coming to PC soon. You should probably check the Batman Arkham Origins debut trailer out. There are 2 new Assassin's Creed 4 videos to have a look at. Golden Age of Pirates and Under the Black Flag. We've been told we may well be seeing an Assassin's Creed movie in 2015. There's around 7 minutes of the Bureau, XCOM declassified gameplay footage to check out, a new Elder Scrolls Online video covering gathering and exploration, watch the first Company of Heroes 2 campaign trailer, a Grim Dawn Alpha character creation and gameplay video, and finally, a quick progress report video from Starbound. That's it for this episode. Subscribe if you like the content, check back here soon for more, like the video and all that other good stuff, and most importantly, happy Xbox One, or happy waiting for the PlayStation 4. Happy that.